ABC Sports presents, for the 19th consecutive year, the Pro Bowlers Tour, live from Sterling Heights, Michigan. It's the $100,000 PBA National Championship. Competing for the $15,000 first prize will be Gary Dickinson of Fort Worth, Texas, Sam Zurich of Centerport, New York, John Denton of Midland, Texas, Jay Robinson from Van Nuys, California, and the tournament leader from Staten Island, New York, Johnny Petraglia. Yes, you're looking at the Sunnybrook Lanes, suburbia, Detroit, Michigan. An overcast day, a capacity crowd here. Let me tell you, these may be the most enthusiastic bowling fans we've seen in all 19 years. Good afternoon, I'm Chris Schenkel, delighted to be back in the Detroit area where for so many years I did Detroit Lion games. They will be back, that's right. But this is the national championship for the Professional Bowlers Association, and it's being renewed for the 21st time. An interesting field, and we're proud to say our colleague, Nelson Burton Jr., finished 9th. We'd like to bring him in right now. Bo?
Thank you.
This is your very own championship, PBA.
Well, right, Chris. This is the second leg of the bowling's Triple Crown. We had the U.S. Open last week, the National this week, Firestone's just 3 weeks down the line. And over 300 pros started this week, no amateurs at all, and we're down to the top 5 players. And these 5 players are the ones that conquered a shot that we haven't seen in a number of years on a Pro Bowlers Tour. It's appropriately called the gutter shot. And by that, I mean is that both the right-handers and the left-handers start the ball on the extreme outside and let the ball break very sharply towards the pocket. The 1-2 for the lefties, the 1-3 for the righties. And there's some great things can happen. A lot of strikes, a lot of angle. But there's some also devastating things can happen. If you throw it too slow, you can leave a lot of splits. If you throw it a little wide, it could go in what we call the gutter.
What about our 5 finalists?
Well, they've been scoring real well on this pair of lanes all week. Dickinson, who is a number 5 position, could be the only 2-time winner we've had this year. He won earlier in Anaheim. He goes against a man we haven't seen before, but who has bowled sensational. He bowled 2 perfect games on our TV pair this week. Sam Zurich. He goes against the winner of one tournament before, John Denton. The winner of that goes against Jay Robinson, who loves this shot. He's great on the outside. He could really be tough. And then the tournament leader, left-hander Johnny Petraglia. He's won the U.S. Open. He's won the Firestone. He needs this one here to be only the second man in bowling history to complete the triangle, the Triple Crown of bowling.
We look forward to your commentary.
All right.
Nelson Burton Jr. and $15,000 to the PBA National Championship out of a purse at $100,000. You see the breakdown.
My tip today will help everyone increase his strike power. For your strike ball, the lane can be divided into 3 sections. One will fit the amount of hook that you naturally play. The red zone between the first and second arrows is the one recommended for the straight ball player. From this area, he can get the angle to the pocket necessary to strike consistently and avoid pocket splits. The white zone between the second and third arrows is ideal for the medium hook player. This allows him to play the high friction track area and still have pocket control. The blue zone, located between the third and fourth arrows, is for the wide hook player because it keeps the ball from hooking too soon, but still allows for power and control. Regardless of your style, there's a zone on the lane for you to throw strikes.
This is the PBA National Championship final game. Our live coverage from Sterling Heights, Michigan, outside of Detroit. Friends off the approaches. Johnny Petraglia on the left. Gary Dickinson, winner of 3 matches here today. And now they compete against one another for the $15,000 first prize.
And Petraglia really looks strong in the practice balls, Chris.
Mm-hmm. This man could win and be our first double winner of the tour this year. Oh, there we go, Bo.
The 4, 6, 7. We've seen it so far today 3 times. And that's when you just ease up a little bit from the channel and that ball breaks through very sharply. Actually, it crosses the old track area right up near the pocket and will not set up. Dickinson will just go for 9 on this shot. What an opening for Petraglia.
Righty against a lefty here. Sunnybrook Lane. All right. Now, in his customary green shirt from Staten Island, New York, we get a look today at 33-year-old Johnny Petraglia. 13 PBA titles, 15 years, member of the PBA. Look at that shot.
Tell you, one of the reasons I picked Petraglia is I watched him practice earlier, and I know the tournament leader has been losing, but on this particular pair of lanes, Johnny's ball just finished so well on the right-hand lane. Now, here's a picture of his style. He drops that left shoulder, and he's turned completely away from the pocket, which helps him play the outside line, much like Jay Robinson. And Johnny, just like the righties, is playing down that very outside edge board.
15-year career, first time he has a chance to win the PBA National. Down on the left knee, the left-hander from Staten Island, New York. He has a double.
Now, Petraglia, watch that left shoulder. It's great for that outside shot. He drops that shoulder way down. It's much below his right shoulder, but he closes it just as he gets to the foul line. He still leaves it down, which helps him play the gutter shot or the outside line.
So right back in the pocket now in the right lane after an open. Gary Dickinson, winner of 3 games, striking the second.
Dickinson to the extreme outside line on the right-hand lane, throws his best shot of the day on this lane. Nice, easy roll, smooth into the pocket. The two players are both using rubber balls this week, Chris. Dickinson, the hard rubber ball, about 90 hardness. Petraglia, the softer one, in the high 70s.
So Dickinson has a double, the young man. Who was born north of Paris, Texas, now from Fort Worth.
When we talk about the hard ball and the soft ball, as all the folks at home know, the harder ball naturally has a harder outside shell. The softer ball, a little softer shell, and it'll bite the lane a little more.
Oh, is he zeroed in? The man who in the Miller High Life Classic bowled Gary Dickinson in the semifinal game and lost as Gary went on to win his 7th PBA title. So this is a rematch. And looking away. Counting the stitches in the sole of his bowling shoe.
Petraglia had a little something in his left eye. He made a tremendous charge from down in the pack the last day, Chris, to take over the #1 spot. And remember, the tournament leader has only won 2 times this year. 10 losses and only 2 wins. Petraglia has a good lead, 21 pins.
All but the 7 on the left lane for Petraglia.
And an animated Petraglia ran that ball out about 3 lanes. Solid 7.
Well, we had some... Here's the way the shot looked and the result.
Watch the 4-pin, the second pin on the left-hand part of your screen, fly over the 7-pin. Wow, never had a chance. Tremendous power, not a good break.
We're in the Detroit area, which has produced a lot of great names in bowling. Joe Joseph, Billy Golombiewski, Bob Strampy, and so on down the line. We'll be back after this. Right. Here's the leader, winner of 3 matches coming into this PBA National Championship final game. Gary Dickinson. Down by 20.
After his first major title, first one in the Triple Crown. He's never won the U.S. Open, the National, or the Firestone. Trails by 20, double working, can cut the lead of Petraglia to 10.
Leaves the 10-pin on the right lane.
Same type of break that Petraglia had for the lefty. The righty left a solid 10, Petraglia the solid 7. It was a crucial spot in the match because now Petraglia has a 21-pin lead considering a conversion by Gary Dickinson. And there's Dickinson's 2-finger shot we saw in the Miller High Life Open earlier in the year. He used to make all his spares.
All right, we're delighted at ABC Sports to be covering the PBA National Championship for the first time.